Greetings, beloved Princeton United Methodist Church community. It's Pastor Jenny here, and I'm reading today from Luke chapter 4, verses 18 and 19. And this comes from the passage where Jesus is in the synagogue in Nazareth, his hometown, and he has picked up the scroll from Isaiah, and he is reading from it, mostly from Isaiah 61. And this is what it says. "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim release to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to let the oppressed go free, and to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." This is the word of life. Thanks be to God. We are just entering the season of Lent, this 40-day period that starts with Ash Wednesday, that Wednesday that we just experienced together, and ends just before Easter on Holy Saturday. Holy Week is the last portion of Lent that includes Holy Thursday, Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, Holy Saturday. That's the end, beginning and end of Lent, Ash Wednesday, and Holy Week. And in between, it's these 40 days plus Sundays, they're not counted in the 40, where we are invited to fast, to give alms, to pray. It's a traditional way of understanding Lent. It's this period of introspection, of looking at our relationships with God and with one another, and hearing the ways that we need God's grace, that we need God's forgiveness and God's love to be the whole and healed people that we are meant to be, individually and collectively together. And for us at Princeton UMC in particular, we are inviting each other during this Lent to ask the question, with whom is my heart? And we are hearing this call to the fast that we heard last Sunday in worship from Isaiah 58, about the fast that God chooses for God's covenant people to be about the release of the loosening of the bonds of oppression, to help people proclaim the year of the Lord's favor, to break the yokes that are bare on people, especially the most vulnerable among us, to do things like share our food with the hungry, and to bring people who are in need of shelter into our homes, and to clothe those who are, to share our clothing with those who are finding themselves without, to help there be a breaking of the barriers that stand between people and these basic resources of community and goods and services that prevent people from flourishing. So we are hearing the call to do that and asking the question, with whom is my heart? And inviting us to look around and see who we really see among us, and how we see people among us. And not just see, but whose hearts are we allowing ourselves to get to know, to carry, to care about? Who are we allowing to carry our hearts, to share ourselves with? To see that we belong to and need each other for each other's flourishing in these really powerful ways. So I want to just invite us, as we begin this journey, to think about some of these words that we are hearing together: fasting, justice, mercy, solidarity, kinship, loosening the bonds, letting the oppressed go free, sharing what we have with one another, bringing good news to the poor, proclaiming release to the captives, letting the oppressed go free. I wonder what is stirred up for you when you hear some of these words. Some of these phrases you may know really well, and some that you may not be quite so sure about. This may be kind of new for you, or it may be really old and comfortable for you, familiar for you. But I invite you to allow yourself to just notice what is happening in your body, in your spirit, in your mind. Where did your thoughts go? How does it feel? What are your emotions that come with this as well? And just allow whatever it is to be there. Just notice it. You don't have to do anything with it. You don't have to fix anything, but just to notice what it is. As we go through these next weeks, we're going to be talking about many of these ideas and concepts, and hopefully digging in some ways that can help us flesh out more of what this might look like for us, and look again at how we kind of navigate our lives, both together and individually, as with each other, individually with each other as well. So some things to help you along this journey. We have our little devotional book that we put together, and these are available to you in various ways. There's a free PDF. You don't have to pay for anything. It's available to you in this email. There's a daily reading. Most days it's very short. It'll take you a few minutes, literally a few minutes to read. On Sundays it's a little bit longer, but it sets up the themes for the week. And there's also these little, these are also, we have these paperback versions that are available at the church. You can also get these on Amazon as well as a Kindle version. But we also have these little hearts. If you are at church on Sunday, or if you are remote and want us to mail you one, we're happy to mail you both a book and one of these little hearts. This is a little symbol that helps us to remember the question that we're asking: with whom is my heart? And it's meant to just be a little touchstone, right? Something you can put in your pocket or in your pocketbook, or on your desk, or somewhere like on your bathroom sink, or somewhere where you can see it, to help you remember to be asking this question and reflecting on these little things. We also have some a little series, 3-part series that is happening in a few weeks. The first one is March 16th, and it's a series called Listening with Our Hearts. We'll have 3 kind of unique programs after church each of those days. 2 of those will be available remotely as well, hybrid, via Zoom. On the 30th, March 30th, we are going on a walk in our community, or a ride. We're being out. We're not at the church, so we're going to start at the church and then go out into the community too. So that's why it's not on Zoom. But that is all. There's information about that in this little packet that you can get here. There's also information about that on our website too, but I encourage you to find some way to join this fast, this reflection. With whom is your heart and our heart this Lent? I look forward to seeing you very soon. I know that I am so honored and privileged to be part of this community on this journey with you. As we ask these questions together, as we worship together, as we move through this life together during this season. I want to remind you too that you were created for joy, that you are enough because God is enough. And thanks be to God for all of that. I pray God's blessing upon you this Lent and throughout these next few days and weeks together. We'll see you soon.